Boosie was involved in a serious car crash with reportedly multiple people injured.
Fresh out the hospital. No, I ain't wrecked no fucking car. I don't never wreck no car. Stupid ass niggas wreck my car. My 4th car in 6 months. I ain't never wrecked. So that's what it is. I ain't wrecking nothing.
Chilly, buckle up, because Boosie just went through the scariest car crash of his life, and the streets are whispering that Yella Beezy's crew might have had a hand in the madness. If that's true, baby, this would not be the first time Yella allegedly tried to come for Boosie's neck. So what really happened on that highway? And why is Boosie finally ready to break his silence? Oh, honey, let's get into this messy drama. It all started on Monday, April 7th, when Boosie found himself caught in a car crash straight out of a Hollywood blockbuster. It all went down in Georgia, on the chaotic stretch of Interstate 95. Witnesses say some maniac came flying through a red light like they had a death wish, and bam, caused a major pileup. And before the internet could even take a breath, the rumors were already flying faster than the crash itself. People started whispering that Boosie was the one driving recklessly. Others said he was drunk behind the wheel, and some even spread the nastiest rumor that Boosie had died. But his team? Oh, they shut that nonsense down quick. Boosie wasn't even driving, y'all. He was riding shotgun, minding his business. Honestly, at this point, Boosie has to have a guardian angel working overtime. This man has stared death in the face more times than we can count, and yet somehow he keeps walking away untouched. And get this, he didn't even have a scratch on him, not even a bruise, and even though he ended up at the hospital, it wasn't for himself. Boosie just wanted to make sure the driver was okay. Say whatever you want about Boosie, but moments like this, they tug at your heartstrings. Behind all the crazy headlines and the controversies, there's a man who genuinely cares about people. But of course, you already know how the internet gets. It didn't take long before fingers were pointing toward Yella Beezy's crew, claiming they might have had something to do with this whole crash. Especially since not too long ago, Boosie exposed how Yella allegedly tried to take him out. And honey, Boosie's been through hell already. 5 real attempts on his life. Let's not forget he's been shot before and still walked away from another near-death experience like a warrior.
I've been scraped.
By bullets?
Yeah.
How many times?
I've been scraped once, hit once, and missed 5, 6.
The hit once is the one you're talking about?
Yeah.
This one?
Yeah.
So you've been scraped once by a bullet?
Yeah.
Missed 5 times?
Yeah.
So naturally, when something shady like this car crash happens, and considering Boosie's whole history of almost dying, it's no wonder he's side-eyeing everyone, even old friends. And here's where the tea gets hotter. Yella Beezy wasn't just a random name from Boosie's past. They were tight back in the day. And allegedly, Yella's the same one responsible for Boosie getting shot in Dallas back in 2020. It all went down when Boosie was just trying to show love and pay his respects after Mo 3's tragic death. And we all know that drama surrounding Mo 3's death was thick, honey.
So you went out to the Big T Plaza. Can I ask what you were doing down there?
Shit, I was just getting some clothes.
Okay.
Getting some clothes and shit.
What kind of car were you in?
I don't know, man. I woke up and I was shot. I was in the hospital.
Okay, so you don't want to talk about that whole thing. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? They ain't got no police report or nothing.
Really?
I told him, nah, ain't no police report or nothing.
Laughing?
Yeah, you know when you get shot, it's a blessing. Because God can take you.
Because you're still alive?
Yeah.
So you were happy that you were alive?
Yeah, every time I get shot, I'm happy I'm alive.
Okay.
And let's just say that hit Boosie hard. Mo 3 was like family.
Yeah, he reached out to, my brother was like, we gotta go sign this Mo 3. Out Dallas, Texas.
Okay.
And we went down there to a show and this nigga rocked that. Mo 3 was one of the most talented rappers that never been took away, bro. Like he had that kind of talent. Like, you know, he was one of the most talented rappers that never been took away, bro.
speaking of drama, let's talk about what's happening with Yella now, because baby, it's not looking good. The man's been indicted. That's right, capital murder for hire charges. And not just any little accusation either. And a grand jury in Dallas County hit him with that heavy charge on March 18th. And just 2 days later, boom, Yella's in cuffs.
As we are sharing some new details about the murder of a man gunned down on a Dallas highway 5 years ago. Dallas police are now saying that rapper Yella Beezy hired a hitman, Mo3, his one-time friend turned rival. This all happened back in 2020, just before noon on I-35, south of the Dallas Zoo. Dallas police arrested Kawan Dontrell he is in federal prison for firearm charges connected to that shooting. Now, police say Marquise Conway, who also goes by Yella Beezy.
But wait, it gets even darker. This whole Mo3 situation, it's uglier than anyone even imagined. Authorities believe Yella might have paid Kanan White to take Mo3 out. Allegedly, White rolled up next to Mo3's car, hopped out with a gun, and Mo3, realizing what was about to happen, tried to run for his life. But White heartlessly fired multiple shots at him as he ran. Mo3 was hit, and sadly, he didn't make it. He passed away at the hospital, and it's not just White caught up in this nightmare. Another man, Devin Brown, 32 years old, has also been indicted right alongside him. But here's the thing that's making everybody's jaw drop. Yella's jail stay? It didn't even last as long as folks expected. He was locked up under a massive $2 million bond. And then, out of nowhere, that bond got slashed down to $750,000. And just like that, he walked out the very next day. How sway?
A judge granted rapper Yella Beezy a lesser bond. This was his first court appearance. It was all about the bond that he was assigned to him when he was first arrested. Now, Yella Beezy, whose real name is Marquise Conway, he was arrested just last week in a for hire plot. So some background for you. Conway was initially given a $2 million bond. His defense team argued he could not afford that and he needed to be in a position where he could continue to provide for his immediate and extended family. And despite the prosecution arguing that Conway could pay a $2 million bond if he wanted to because he lives in a mansion in Frisco and flies in private jets, Conway now returns to jail with a $750,000 bond instead. So it went from $2 million to $750,000. Conway.
Now fast forward to Boosie's recent crash. And honey, people cannot stop talking. Something about all of this feels off. The vibes are bad. Folks are openly wondering if there was some foul play involved. One online user even commented, "The fact they lowered his bond says it all. He's going to walk." Another said, "What's done in the dark always comes to light." And let's be real, Boosie laying low these days? That's not like him. But if you know Boosie, you know he's not the type to run to the police crying for help. Nah, Boosie handles his business his own way. Still, you can't help but feel bad for him. He's dodged death more times than some people change outfits. And while yes, he's made his share of enemies, this whole thing with Yella and Boosie's loyalty to Mo3, it's got people wondering if Boosie's friendship made him a target. The whole situation is just messy, dangerous, and honestly, tragic. Let's be clear. Right now, everything's just speculation. Nothing's confirmed. But the streets are buzzing. Was this car crash really just a random accident? Or was it a setup to take Boosie out for good? And how deep do the ties between Yella Beezy and Mo3's death really run? Was Boosie's loyalty to Mo3 putting a target on his back too? Sound off below in the comments and let's get this conversation popping. And baby, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so you never miss a single drop of this drama.